No one can deny that Lake Michigan becomes one of the most breathtaking destinations in America when summer arrives. Sunlit lakeside towns, bustling marinas, golden sunsets stretching endlessly across calm water. For millions of people, these scenes form memories of rest, freedom, and perfect summer days. But that beauty exists only on the surface. Beneath the seemingly peaceful waters, Lake Michigan has long concealed something far more unsettling. A place where nature refuses to follow human logic. A place people enter, and not everyone returns. Its unusual elongated shape and uninterrupted shoreline allow strange and unpredictable currents to form. When strong winds sweep in from the west, the lake can transform in minutes. Violent waves appear without warning, waves powerful enough to drag anyone standing near the shore straight into deep, cold water. Then there is the temperature. Even in the height of July or August, Lake Michigan remains far colder than southern seas. Around 62 degrees Fahrenheit. Sounds refreshing. But under the wrong conditions, that temperature is enough to trigger hypothermia in less than an hour. Yet what truly unsettles people is not just the danger of nature. It is the disappearances. If this lake were only dangerous because of currents and cold water, perhaps every story would have an explanation. But throughout its history, far too many people, ships, and aircraft have vanished without leaving behind a single trace. Boats that sailed out and never sent a distress call. Pilots who took off and never landed. Even captains who stepped into locked rooms and never stepped out again. So is Lake Michigan simply a dangerous body of water? Or is it hiding something far more sinister? Fasten your seatbelt. We're diving into today's mystery. Longshore currents, nature's invisible trap. It is no coincidence that Lake Michigan is often called America's inland sea. Stretching over 300 miles in length and plunging nearly 1,000 feet deep, its calm surface can easily lull anyone into a false sense of security. But like the ocean, this lake does not obey simple rules. Its long north to south shoreline creates the perfect conditions for a deadly phenomenon, longshore currents. These narrow but powerful flows quietly pull away from the shore, dragging everything with them. Those caught inside often don't realize what's happening until they've already been carried dozens of meters out into open water, with no clear understanding of how they got there. When these currents combine with strong westerly winds, a second danger emerges. Irregular waves. They don't need to tower overhead to be deadly. Even someone standing in knee-deep water can be knocked off balance and swept away in seconds. The most fatal mistake is trying to swim directly against the current. The water doesn't need to defeat you. It only needs to outlast you. In temperatures between 50 and 65 degrees Fahrenheit, the body loses heat rapidly. Muscles weaken. Breathing becomes erratic. And before long, the swimmer slips quietly beneath the surface, as if nothing ever happened. Along the shores of Lake Michigan, whispered stories are passed down through generations. A cousin, a former classmate, a tourist who swam out too far and never came back. And that is why many drownings here are labeled as accidents. But if that were all, why do the growing numbers of strange disappearances, ghost ships, and alarming summer statistics leave behind such a deep and lingering sense of unease? The Michigan Triangle, legend or warning? When too many questions go unanswered, people begin to form theories. And when disappearances continue, one cannot help but wonder if something else is happening beneath the surface of Lake Michigan. For decades, veteran fishermen, men who spent their lives on these waters, have whispered about a particular region, a place they never considered normal. a triangular zone stretching from Manitowoc, Wisconsin to Ludington, and then angling down to Benton Harbor, Michigan. They call it the Michigan Triangle. Within this area, an unusually high number of accidents, collisions, and unexplained vanishings have occurred. Skeptics dismiss it as statistical coincidence. Draw a triangle anywhere with heavy maritime traffic, they argue, and accidents will naturally fall inside it. But is that really all there is? Because within this triangle, the incidents go beyond shipwrecks and plane crashes. Entire crews have vanished without a trace. Ghost ships have been found drifting unmanned. Disappearances have occurred under perfect weather conditions. Some independent researchers compare this region to the Bermuda Triangle. Others claim that, proportionally, the Michigan Triangle may be even more anomalous. So what creates this place? Irregular magnetic fields? Massive underwater vortexes? Or something entirely beyond modern science? No one knows for certain. But among those who live near the lake, especially seasoned fishermen, one piece of advice is always passed down. In those waters, nothing should ever be considered normal. The Roosevelt, the ship that never returned. Some ships are built to survive storms. Some endure so long that people believe they are unsinkable. And then there was the Roosevelt. Launched in 1863, during the golden age of two-masted wooden schooners, the Roosevelt became a vital artery of commerce across Lake Michigan. For nearly 60 years, it survived violent storms, severe collisions, and accidents that should have destroyed it. Over time, it became more than a ship. It became a symbol, which made its final fate all the more disturbing. In October 1921, the Roosevelt prepared for what would be its last autumn voyage, carrying potatoes and maple wood from High Island to Benton Harbor. The journey was short, the weather calm, but something strange happened before it even left the dock. Its longtime helmsman, Ed Johnson, abruptly refused to board. He said he had a terrible feeling and could not ignore it. A replacement captain was hired. The Roosevelt set sail. Days later, on Halloween night, a ferry discovered the Roosevelt capsized, drifting roughly 15 miles offshore. Its stern was badly damaged. There was no one on board. At first, investigators suspected a collision, but no other vessel reported an accident. When a tugboat approached the wreck, a sudden and violent storm erupted, forcing it to retreat. Once the wreck was finally recovered and examined, the theories began to collapse. The Coast Guard concluded the damage might not have come from a collision at all. So what caused it? An explosion? An internal accident? Or something never officially documented? No one even knew how many people were aboard. Records ranged from 9 to 28. To this day, not a single body has ever been recovered. The story of the Roosevelt ends in silence. A cold, unresolved echo beneath Lake Michigan. Griffon, the first Great Lakes mystery. In the late 17th century, when North America was still little more than a vague frontier, French explorer René Robert Cavelier de La Salle envisioned a vast inland trading empire. To build it, he needed a ship unlike anything the Great Lakes had ever seen. In 1679, Griffon was born. Weighing roughly 45 tons, armed with 7 cannons and carrying 1 or 2 masts, it resembled a miniature European warship drifting through untamed waters. On August 7th, Griffon was launched. After navigating Lakes Erie and Huron, it pushed westward into unknown territory. By mid-September, it reached an island near present-day Green Bay. Trade was successful. Its cargo hold overflowed with valuable furs. On September 18, 1679, Griffon departed, heading east. La Salle stayed behind. 6 crewmen sailed home. And then, the largest ship to ever cross Lake Michigan vanished. No distress signal. No wreckage. No trace. Storm? Ambush? Or deliberate betrayal? More than 3 centuries later, the wreck of Le Griffon has never been found. The first great mystery of the Great Lakes remains unsolved. George Donner, the man who locked the door and vanished. April 1937. Captain George R. Donner, age 58, was guiding the coal freighter O.S. McFarland through the final ice of a brutal winter. For days he barely left the wheelhouse. When the ship entered the calm waters of southern Lake Michigan, the ice disappeared. The skies cleared. The lake fell silent. It was Donner's birthday. 3 hours before docking, he handed command to his first mate and said, "Call me when we're near port." He stepped into his cabin, locked the door, and vanished. The door was locked from the inside. When forced open, the room was empty. No struggle, no exit. The entire ship was searched. There was no sign of him. George Donner seemed to disappear from reality itself. The shadow of the Michigan Triangle. These stories are only the surface. In 1950, Northwest Orient Airlines Flight 2501 vanished over Lake Michigan. 58 people. No distress call. In 1998, a private aircraft disappeared in the same region. Perfect weather. Coincidence? Or a pattern? Even today, waves continue to lap gently against the shore. But Lake Michigan has never truly been silent. Is it all chance? Or are there forces that don't appear on maps, moving quietly beneath the cold water? Perhaps the answer is still waiting to be discovered. If this story made you pause, even for a moment, share your thoughts below. And if you want to explore more mysteries like this one, we'll see you in the next video.